Alright, everybody. Another football rant. I know some of you guys that have watched me forever have probably heard all this before, but it's a special occasion, man. Espn Nfl football 2K4 is 20 years old today. 20 fucking years old. Best football game ever made, without question. And it's been 20 damn years since we got a really great football game. You could say 19 years, and I will get into that. We're going to talk about the scenarios around why this is indeed the best football game ever made. And 2 decades have gone by. No signs of improvement. There is no hope for a game as good as this to ever come out. Ever. As far as I can tell. So man, 20 freaking years old of 2K4. Warren Sapp on the cover. And he hasn't played since what, like 2006, 2007, man? I mean, who the hell's really still playing from this game? Like, next to no one. But man, in order to understand how this is really the best football game ever, you have to have played it yourself. But we have to consider as well the scenario, the circumstance, where things stood in 2003, in September 2003, when this game came out. Because before that, we had 2 premier football games. We got other stuff like NFL Game Day, which was pretty crappy. You had stuff like NFL Blitz, which was arcade as hell. But the 2 champions were these 2 games. Obviously, we had NFL 2K3 for Sega Sports. And you know, this is a real good game. Brian Urlacher on the cover. This is a real good game too. The only trouble is the engine they were using was not the same one as that. It's a little bit different. They updated the engine big time with 2K4. And some of the animations, man, it's just weird. Like the guys glide with each other. They just kind of, they're like floaty, man. It's just kind of weird. The control isn't bad. It's just, everything's a little janky, man. Like, a guy will grab onto you for a tackle and you'll slide with him. Like your guys aren't actually walking, they're sliding on the field. It's a weird effect, man. There's a lot of that in this game. But the gameplay is pretty good. It's very realistic otherwise. Other than the animations being very weird. It plays good. Passing game is good. Running game is tough. So it's a realistic game, limited by its engine. That's basically what the problem is with 2K3, is the engine just was not quite there for what they were trying to do. The game is way more realistic than 2K2 was, and it is a very good game overall. And it was the first one with a real franchise mode. And obviously the first one with the ESPN presentation. So this is where it all starts, basically, for good, real good 2K games, man. I mean, I haven't played the ones on the Dreamcast, so I don't know. I really don't know. They were probably good, but this was a real good game. But Madden 2003, this is also a real good game for what it's worth, man. This was actually not a bad game at all. It's a great PC game too. One of the, probably the best football game on PC as far as I'm concerned. I think it's better than 08. And you know, I used to rent this game all the freaking time. I didn't own it for a long time, but I used to rent this game all the time. And I played the hell out of it, and it is fun. This is a real good game of football, good franchise mode. It plays great with 2 people, very fun game. Menus are good, franchise mode's great, this and that. I mean, this is a good game, definitely. But it's way more arcadey, but at the time, you know, they weren't, the gulf wasn't huge between these 2 titles, I will say. I prefer this. This is also a solid game. And they were pretty much neck and neck at this point. It could have gone either way. So both franchises were definitely worth it at the time. And then Madden 2004 came out before ESPN 2K4. And you know, this was the game that I owned. This is the one that I actually had and played. And I don't know what the hell it is, but I have never been able to like this game very much compared to 2003, man. I don't know what the hell it is. The game just feels old and out of date. It feels like Madden 2000 or 2001 on PS1. It just does not feel the same at all as 2003 for me. I mean, I haven't played it in quite some time, but I remember seeing this one guy had like 900 yards rushing with Michael Vick, and I had like 700 yards rushing with Don McNabb, and it was like 100 to 98. I was like, man, this game sucks. And that's basically what it was, man. It was just a fucking joke with these QBs, and like Michael Vick was the most broken damn thing in this game, and I mean that's like a meme at this point how messed up Michael Vick was in this game. And I mean it's not realistic at all. And Madden never was really realistic, man, but I prefer realistic football. So this game maybe was better for people that like the arcadey football, and we'll get into that. We will get into that. So I'm not going to completely trash on the game. It's just for me, man, I could not get into it. It felt like there was no innovation at all from 2003 on a gameplay perspective. And I did not care for the game at all. And then this September 3rd, 2003, 20 years ago today. And I rented this game from a gas station, the same gas station I had been renting Madden 2003 from. This is a true story too. And the moment I got this game home and popped it in the PS2, man, I knew instantly. The menus, everything. Chris Berman. The following is a special presentation from ESPN, and I knew it immediately this game was going to be awesome. And it was. Within 5 minutes of playing that game, I knew it just decimated Madden 2004. There was no question about it. And I was hooked to this damn game. I played a bunch of it. I played a bunch of it in franchise mode. Even freaking first-person football, man, isn't the best thing to play for an extended period of time, but it was a cool gimmick. Played hours and hours of that. And I never got freaking bored of this game, man. I wasn't playing games as much, and I stopped playing this. But, gameplay is amazing in this game, absolutely perfect. The animations are good. You don't see the same canned animations 1,000 times. Commentary is good. You don't get the same repeat commentary. I mean, it is limited, clearly, but it's very good commentary. It's one of the best games for commentary in terms of variety of lines as well. Graphics were amazing. Look more realistic than Madden. Just the way the players look and move, man. It blows Madden away. It blows any Madden game ever made away, clearly. And now what I'm going to address, obviously, so this was 2003, 20 years ago. And then about 10 months later, a little over 10 months later, they came out with this game for $19.99. $20 pretty much they had this game. And a lot of people love this game, but I don't know, there's just something about the way the players move, the way the animations are. It feels like you see so many of the same canned animations over and over again. Same with the commentary. And just the way the game plays is not the same, man. Like, one thing I noticed for sure, if you use a fast game speed on this game, compared to this game plays the way it should. This game is way too damn fast on fast speed. Like, if you're passing, the moment you fucking pull to throw somebody, you have like 6 guys that are like right fucking there, like the whole goddamn thing. Like, if you walk backwards, like in this game, if you walk backwards and you hold and you don't throw the ball to anybody, everybody fucking crowds you. That's the way it is in this game in like 3 seconds of just sitting there. And it's like, you barely have any fucking time to find someone who's open. So this game with a fast game speed was not good enough. I had to tweak the settings like crazy to get this game to play decent. The way I like to play, because I like to play a fast game of football. A realistic but fast game of football. And this game just didn't have it. There were a lot of glitches, like the Bills, I think it was, stadium. The turf was all glitched out and stuff like that. The QB spy didn't work. Things like that, you know. And just the way the game play, I just could not get into this one either. I mean, it's not a bad game. The way the graphics are great. The presentation's better. But gameplay-wise, I just thought this was a big step down. They were trying to tailor it more to the Madden crowd. They were kind of blowing up into the mainstream, and they tailored it to the Madden crowd gameplay-wise, I think, a little more. And for me, man, just nah. Cannot do it. So I kept playing this game. I mean, like I said, it's not a bad game at all. I see why people like it so much, man. I mean, it's the best one presentation-wise. It plays on the Xbox 360 if you have an Xbox copy, this and that. But this game decimates it gameplay-wise, graphics-wise. In my opinion, I prefer the menus in this game, but everything else is better in 2K5, I will say. However, in terms of this, man, here I have the Xbox version of the same game. Graphics in this are perfect. I would say they are better than 2K5 on the Xbox. Everything is so colorful and vivid. The way the stadiums look, the fields, the grass, everything looks perfect, just stunning. Looks like the best damn TV broadcast you ever seen when you play it on a CRT TV. It's incredible graphics on the Xbox. But, like I said, I made a whole video about this thing. You cannot play this game on a 360, you cannot play this game on a modded original Xbox, and you cannot play it on the XMU emulator. You can only play it on a stock original Xbox, which is bullshit. So this game is basically impossible to preserve, impossible to keep playing once all these consoles are junk. So the game is junk too. Graphics are way better, and I like the controller better on this one too. But I mean, you could play this on your computer with an emulator, man. So that's another factor in why I like the PS2 version of this. Even though the graphics aren't as good, man, I'll take being able to play it on a computer over that. You can get it in 4K, whatever you want to do. You can play this on a modern Xbox. So, yeah, and this was the best damn game ever, man. It really was. Like, and a lot of people will say, like, the best football game ever was something like this, man, Madden 07. And again, I will give credence to Madden, you know. Like Madden 2003, this is my favorite Madden game. This is a good game. This isn't a dreadfully bad game either. It is just very arcadey. Franchise mode and stuff like that in this game is great. The depth of the franchise mode is excellent. If they had gotten a better franchise mode than this, it would have been awesome. I think it's serviceable, but Madden definitely did have the better franchise mode. I think Madden Online was better. I haven't played that one online, but everybody who I've seen talk online has said this was better online. But, like I say, it's not a bad game, but I don't know. To me, I prefer realistic football. But that's what I'll say, is this is a good game if you like more arcadey football, if you like a deep franchise mode, that kind of stuff. It is a good game for that. But those fucking bastards at EA, when this came out for $19.99 in 2004, they bought out the rights to the NFL license and they still freaking have it. Almost 20 years later, it's just bullshit. So they killed the chance for them to make any more fucking football games. And they had a damn monopoly with this. And it's like, man, it's fine for there to be two options. It's fine for there to be two football games. More than two football games. There should be. The competition was good, man. They were making great football games back in the mid-2000s. On both sides. They appealed to different people. Both of them were good. But now all you have is fucking Madden. And Madden sucks, man. It's garbage. I mean, the last Madden game that I put any serious time into was this one, Madden 13. The game is garbage. Terrible. It's junk. I mean, when you've played something like this and you actually care about having a semi-realistic game of football, what the hell else are you going to play, man? Like I say, I don't know, I sometimes check out a game like this when I'm bored, and this is cool, or Madden 2003 sometimes, but if you want to play a good damn game of football, play this. Check it out, man. Download it for your computer, whatever, with the emulator. Play it. It is a great damn game. Tweak the settings. I have a whole video showing my custom sliders and stuff on here. Roster-wise, I don't know, man. The rosters on this, I just play with the 2003 rosters because you get to a certain point where you add more people, or you edit enough players, it just says you cannot edit players. So I don't know how the people online overcame that. They had like computer programs where you could edit a save game, this and that. But for me, man, I don't have any of those tools on my computer. I just was editing in the game itself on the PlayStation, and I ran out of fucking slots, so I just reset the rosters. So that's it, man. That's it. The best damn game ever. And I'm not going to say again, like, I don't want to completely bash Madden endlessly for this old stuff, because they were good games. And EA used to make some pretty good games in general, man. Like, here's one of my favorite EA games. It's Tiger Woods 2004. This is the best golf game ever, I would say, by far. I mean, this is a great freaking game, man. Some of the courses they made up for this game are killer. Penguin Falls, shooting off the ice, man. I mean, it's incredible, the courses they had on this game. But, a different time, man, and it went downhill pretty quick after this, too. I think all sports games went downhill in the 7th generation, man. Like, there's the game, All Pro Football. The game sucks, man. The play is just terrible. I mean, I played on the PS3. The frame rate sucks. The game freezes up. You'll watch the same fucking guy. Like, it doesn't go to a fucking replay. The guy's just standing there fucking like this, man. Just sucks. The game's trash. This just annihilates it. And like the fact that if you want to play with NFL teams, you can only have a couple of teams at the same time. It's like, man, fuck. And with those like 2K7 and 8 games from 2K, there's no, like, the main menus are just shit. It's barely a main menu. I mean, I don't know. I have so many problems with those games. I'm just going on a fucking rant now, but like, and I don't even think the gameplay in those is really great. Like, there's that College Hoops 2K8 that everybody loves, and College Hoops games were very good. I saw somebody on Reddit recently talking about 2K8 on the PS3 and the 360. He said, the game is great, everything about it's good except for the gameplay. It's like, are you kidding me? And I'll be fair, I'll be honest with you, man. That is fair enough, because with a game like College Hoops, you can play deep, intense, great franchise mode without ever actually playing a game of basketball in that game ever. You don't have to. But it's like, I care about the gameplay, and man, games like this played great. And, I don't know, in the 7th gen they lost their way big time, and then Madden went to be shit, and NBA 2K went to be shit later on too. Like, because the thing is, if they made an NFL 2K5 or 2K25, the game would suck, obviously. Because first off, they would tailor it to the Madden crowd. It would probably be better than Madden gameplay-wise. They would tailor it to that crowd, and they would be loaded with microtransactions. I mean, you get all the historic uniforms and teams on here, they'd fucking sell you that in a new game for sure. Just like they do in Madden, man. You gotta fucking pay money to buy like one fucking player from an old team. One guy! You don't know how much you're gonna fucking spend on a card pack for that. It's like, what a fucking ripoff, man. When you load the main menu of fucking Madden 2000 or Madden 24, talking about too many damn games. You load the main menu of the game and they're advertising shit to you to sell you. It's like, man, I don't know, Madden is terrible. Everybody knows that. Madden sucks. Every year fucking IGN says it's a step in the right direction. There hasn't been a step in the right direction from that fucking game since the fucking PS2 came out, man. I mean, goddamn, you remember when fucking Madden 06 came out on the 360 and the game fucking blew? It was just garbage. And fucking Madden 13 was garbage too. They fucking destroyed it again, and I don't think it's been good since then. I mean, I've played some of the more recent Madden games, and they just fucking suck. And there's no reason to play that garbage, man, especially if you got something like this. I don't care about the graphics so much. Madden kind of looks like shit anyway, in my opinion. They just fucking look like cartoon characters still, man. Fucking bobbleheads fucking wiggling around, man. That's just all it is with Madden. That's all it's ever been. And they still don't have it looking as good as this on animations, man. They still don't. The presentation's garbage, just in that franchise mode sucks. Everything sucks about Madden. Yeah, that's just the way it is. Because that's what happens when you have no fucking competition. So there you go. For the 20th anniversary of this game, another fucking rant. Because 20 damn years, they haven't made a better game than this. No one has. I'm sure we'll be here when this game is 30 years old. No one will have made a better game than this. I'm sure of it. Yep. Maybe I gotta put this in, man, and play it on the PS3. So, yeah, that's how EA Sports fucked the gaming world of football up. And how 2K, they missed it. They really missed it. So 2K4 with Warren Sapp on the cover. Best game ever. 20 years old, man. Check it out. Catch you guys later.